to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
This is Coogan Cassius for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're in Liverpool here. I'm joined by Campbell Hatton. Had an haircut, son?
It's got to be done. It's fight week, innit? Little 9-minute holiday, little haircut, slappy chops, good to go.
Let's go. Yeah, it looks alright, your haircut, yeah. Yeah, back out in action. It'll be your 10th pro fight, I believe.
Yeah, it's number 10.
Yeah. Has that gone quick, that period?
It's crazy, like, it feels like no time at all, but it seems like so much has happened as well. It's like sort of like ages ago and no time at this, like all at once. But like we said, we want to be nice and busy again this year, and I'll be good to go whenever.
I remember your debut was out in Gibraltar on the undercard of Dillian White and Povetkin 2, I believe. Yeah, that seems to have gone very quickly, and I remember the immediate few fights after that, kind of, not people getting on your back, but everything you were doing was kind of under the spotlight. Every performance, every punch anything you were doing was under the spotlight. But now you've been allowed to kind of get to like a stage, hopefully on the weekend of 10-0, a little bit more relaxed. Yeah,
I think my first year as a pro was purely about getting used to the spotlight, and it did take me a while to learn how to deal with it. There was pressure on me all the way through, like the amateurs. I didn't have a big amateur career, but it was nothing compared to what happened when I turned over. And I think we're getting to the stage now where I have learned how to deal with it, and I'm going in there and thinking about the fight and not everything else. And I think it's shown in my performances where there's still a bit to go, and I could do it a lot more, but I am thinking about things more, and that criticism I was getting early on starting to go a bit, and I'm getting judged based on my last few performances and not compared to my dad all the time. So it's just getting better all round, really.
In those kind of 9, nearly 10 fights you've had as a professional, what would you say the two most important things you believe that you've learnt, whether that's about the industry or whether that's about yourself in that?
I'd say it's mainly out of the ring, the things like that, where it was dead obvious that I was eager to please and trying a little bit too hard early on. And I think the first step was getting over that, where we had the fight at Tottenham where it was just dead obvious the pressure got to me, and I underperformed. And I think doing that's probably the best thing that could have happened to me, because since then I've took that pressure off myself. I had a little change of mindset where I just think I'm gonna just train my absolute hardest and just give it everything I can, and you can't change what people say anyway. And since then I've improved with each fight, so I think that's the main thing I've learned, and just to slow things down from a more boxing technical side. Just when I'm taking my time and thinking about things, I'm a much better fighter.
Where obviously you've kind of had those 10 fights now, you're entering a stage of your career where they're going to be talking about kind of early titles for you at some point, some sort of rivalry with whoever is going to develop at some point as well. So are you prepared now for that kind of next phase of your career?
Yeah, so I think like every other young professional, they just want everything now, and I'm lucky that I've got the team around me that know, like, I'm only 22, like I've got absolutely years before I'll be near my best, and like they just say, like, take your time. I think a title of some sort by the back end of this year, early next, is well within my reach. Like, get a few 8-rounders under my belt and just stay busy. But I just got full faith in them, because if it were down to me, I'd well rush myself and cock it up, wouldn't I?
Someone more so from that side who over the last year has been kind of mentioning your name, Aqib Fiaz. We've spoken about it before. Is this something that has legs, that potentially could be one of those kind of fights for you at this stage of your career now, moving forward?
It's not something that like I think about too much. Like it makes sense. A similar weight, it'd be massive in Manchester, so it's like well possible, and you never know. I think he'd make a top fight, but like we're on our own path, so we'll see. Like I think that in 12 months maybe we might start getting a bit more realistic.
Yeah, like I said, for you and also for Aqib, you are both doing your own thing. If those paths meet, then if they do, if they don't, then it is what it is.
Yeah, and obviously from the same area, like looking at these titles, I think we're at similar stages of the career, so you never know.
Is your dad going to join us this week, or is he somewhere, Tenerife or Thailand or wherever else?
Why, he don't like Thailand, does he?
He's been out in Thailand, hasn't he, for like 3 weeks or something before?
Less said the better, I think. But no, he's got a couple of fighters out on the show in Bolton that Matt's got Luke on as well. So Matt will do my corner, and then he'll fly straight over there and do Luke. So my dad's not at this one, but I'm sure he'll be watching.
I came up to Hyde recently, actually. I haven't been to Hyde for a few years. I come up and see your dad. Got him on my podcast. Yeah, Hyde doesn't change, does it?
Doesn't. It don't, mate. And bet you're in no rush to go back, are you?
I had a chill day, so I kind of went to the gym, did my thing, but then, stayed in Manchester ahead of Hyde, to be fair. But, love a bit of Hyde.
I'm getting withdrawal symptoms from Hyde already. Don't really go far.
Just finally, before I let you go, Campbell, I don't want to obviously dwell too much on this, but I'm sure you would have seen everything around Conor Benn's situation. Like I said, I don't want to go too deep into this, but any words? Because obviously, just being from a similar situation with Conor and Nigel and yourself and Ricky, but have you kind of kept tabs with what's been going on?
Yeah, I've followed it. It's hard to keep up with, really. There's that much. I just find it all really. I don't know whether it's me being a bit behind, but it just seems really complicated, and it's hard to really make a decision based on the information we've got. Like, we've only really heard one side of it from what the WBC have brought out, and again, when I listen to Conor talk, and he's so emotional talking about it, I think he believes everything he's saying. So it's just time will tell, won't it? It doesn't look good from the outside looking in, and it's hard to really see much of his point based on what information we've been given. But just got to wait and see what comes out. Everyone does seem like they've made the mind up already, which I think isn't really fair, because there's no need to rush to a decision. But I think we do need to hear something a little bit more soon, a bit more detail, because it doesn't look good.
Well, how old are you?
22.
22. He's 26. So listen, like you said, I think you made a good point there. We need to kind of hear everything before jumping to any kind of immediate conclusion. Everyone can have their opinion, but as a 26-year-old kind of not even in their prime of their career, he must be going through a difficult time though as well. Yeah,
without a doubt, if he's done it or not, he's getting some, you go on Twitter and it's all you see, the stick he's getting. And I've been in a position myself where, as he has in his career, but where you've just constantly, you're getting grief off people everywhere you look, and I know how I felt, so God knows how he must be feeling. But again, just wait and see. Everyone just seems like they've. It's like he's been hanged already before we know what's gone on.
Okay, well, like I said, for you, it's Wednesday today, a few more days, and then you're up and running again, and hopefully you end the night on Saturday night here in Liverpool as a 10-0 professional. Yeah, that's the plan, and I'm hoping this time the opponent I've got looks like a good opportunity for me to show the technical side of things that I've not always shown, but we know I've got, we've been seeing it, and I was hoping to do it last time, but it was an early finish, which I'm not
not moaning about. I'll take that again this weekend if it comes. But yeah, I want to show people a different side of things this week.
Just finally, so I can get this on camera, who wins the league this year?
Super City.
Yeah?
Why? You'll crumble when you come to our place. Watch.
But I still think we can lose to you and still win the league.
Bollocks. That's all I'll say.
I think that we can still get beat to you and still win it. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm saying we could do that.
Do you know what? Everyone said all year that Arsenal will dip off, and I've always been saying I think it'll be down to the games we play, and I can't put my hand on heart and say we're definitely going to do it. I think we will, but I just wouldn't be shocked if City drop points again at some point. It's not been I think the World Cup's just knackered everyone a little bit because it's been a mad season, and United looked like they were struggling a little bit the other day, but
They were struggling.
Yeah.
Who did they play last? I can't remember now.
Liverpool, do you know what? We've not been as keen on them the past few years, have we? They've been our local derby while United were a bit irrelevant, but we're doing it again this year. It's coming back to Manchester again.
All right, do you want a little bet on that, Campbell? Friendly bet?
Nah, mate.
You're not that confident, no? All right, Campbell Hatton, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. Got the public workout here in Liverpool later on, and then, normal kind of fight week. Press conference tomorrow, weigh-in Friday, and then Saturday night. Let's get it on.
Nice one, mate.
I'm going to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.